welcome to the Module 1 of Abundance Portal, Unity of Abundance. Unity of Abundance is the first step in opening up yourselves to abundance, because so many times our heart wants one thing and our mind is going for another thing, and we end up spinning in our course of abundance. So remember, we said in the introduction video that before each module you're going to have a sacred healing arts. So just in a moment, the art will appear on your screen. Wonderful. And if you could just relax and observe the colors, listen into the music, absorb the sacred healing arts. And I'm going to share the divine magic statement. And your job is to feel how true, how congruent that feels in your body. Remember, this is not about your mind, what you think. This is about your body's receptivity of the information. Divine magic statement is, I ask my mind and my heart to unite in abundant living. Feel that statement. I ask my mind and my heart to unite in abundant living. And whatever's coming into your mind or into your heart, just make a small note of it. So when you check out in the end of the module, you can feel the measurable difference between right here where you are and where you will be toward the end of the module. Wonderful. Now let's go to Ravishing Raveen and see what questions she has for us regarding unity of abundance.
Hello.
Hello.
So our first question is, what does it mean to be abundant?
That is a beautiful question, because the truth of this matter is that a lot of times the reason why we get upset in anything is not because what's happening, but because what the meaning we have ascribed to that event, to that word. And the word abundant means different things to different people. So the first thing we must do to find out, what does it mean to be abundant? The meaning for me, let's say, is freedom. For you, it might be money. For somebody else, it might be relationships. For somebody else, it might be creativity. So the meaning of abundance is dependent on what meaning you have ascribed to it. A lot of times people confuse the word abundance with money. So that is where the restriction comes, that we associate or we restrict ourselves from one meaning of abundance. Because abundance, what does it really mean? It means for me the ability to be, do, and have whatever you desire at any given moment. So that's my definition of abundance. Under that, creativity, relationships, everything comes. It's my desire. It's your ability to tap into the resources and get what you want at any given moment.
Thank you. Another question we have is, why is abundance important in our day-to-day lives?
Because it gives you better health, believe it or not, and better relationship. Because what is abundance? It's the freedom to choose. And a lot of times we are scarce in our thinking. We are unable to experience creativity in our relationship. So expanding the definition of abundance and really applying it into your mind, into your heart, into your emotion, which is why the divine magic statement for this module, I ask my mind and my heart to unite in abundance living. Why do I say that? Is because your body constitutes of 4 elements. Let's say your mind, your heart, your soul, your body. The reason why day-to-day abundance is important is because imagine if your mind is saying, I want to earn millions this year, and your heart is saying, I want to have lots of holidays with my family. Your soul is saying, I want to go to Vipassana, or I want to attend Soul Spa, or I want to go and engage in my soul's learnings. By the way, those of you who don't know what Soul Spa is part of our courses that we offer. It's an offline residential course in different countries to invoke and engage in the soul aspects of your life and start living life from soul's eyes. So imagine if your soul wants to do this and your heart wants to go on holiday and spend time with family, and your mind wants to work or start a business or do something, write a book or reach to millions. Now your body will be in mutiny, because nothing is equal in this world. Do you understand? Meaning that the color, the gender, the richness, the caste, nothing is equal, but only one thing that is equal, which is your 24-hour time, where do you spend your time, dictates what you generate in your body. And a lot of times, our body is in mutiny because mind says something, heart says something, and soul says something. So when you really unite, align the agenda of saying in my mind, saying, why do I want to earn millions? So I can spend time with my family, so I can engage in my soul's learning and invest and move my body purposefully. Now your 24 hours will be dictated differently than it was before, because before you will be procrastinating, you'll be sabotaging, you'd be doing different things which are not in alignment with abundance. And once you align and unite your purpose of why do you want abundance, you can allocate your 24 hours equally in such a way, prioritize to abundance.
Thank you so much. So is there a way in which we can measure the levels of abundance we're already experiencing on a day-to-day?
Yes, 100%. We can measure the level of abundance we are experiencing on a day-to-day basis by seeing how creative our mind is, how resourceful our soul is, how flexible our heart is. A lot of times we are, as we said, we get stuck in the idea of what abundance is, and we only look at that lens. And when that is not happening, we get upset and we say, okay, there's no abundance. Because there's no money, or there's no abundance because there's no children, or there's no abundance because there's no job opportunities. And I say to people that you are always abundant. Even if you're focusing on lack and if you're focusing on problems, you are abundant in problems. It's what are you focusing on becomes abundant in your life. So how about, Raveen, we do a group process transmission. We go up and we unite our 3 centers into the body's consciousness and really dissolve any procrastination, any sabotages on our time that might be stopping us from living abundantly.
That sounds like a plan.
So if you could just sit back and relax and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Focusing on your breathing helps you to quieten your mind. Allow your mind and your body to relax, to let go. Let go of all that has happened, all that will happen. This time is specially for you. No one wants anything. No one needs anything. This is your time to allow the light of time to wrap you in a wonderful cocoon. Beautiful. Going up, up, up and above. Dissolving the room you're in, the city you're in, the country you're in, the continent you're in. Most beautiful starry sky. So many stars, abundant, the galaxy. And in the center of the galaxy is a big blue moon. And you imagine landing in the center of the blue moon, healing gardens, where the grass is green, springy beneath your feet. The sun is shining, gently warming your skin. And towards the northeast side of the healing garden is a wonderful golden temple of time. And today, for initiation and uniting your life with abundance, you are invoking the law of free will and asking the lords of time to open up the gates in the temple of time. So feel your sense, imagine yourself walking towards the golden temple of time. Beautiful, being guided by the lords of time. And as you enter the courtyard, you feel, sense or imagine the lines of time running parallelly, and each lane describe the time of your body, mind, emotion and spirit. And feel yourself standing at the beginning of all three times. And by invoking the law of free will, we ask the lords of karma, the lords of civilization, to join the lords of time and dissolve any discrepancies of time, any overlays, any sabotage, procrastination. And we ask joy, abundance, and love to be integrated and united. Joy in our mind, abundance in our heart, love in our soul, all to be received in the 7 energy centers of your body. So feel the joyous time to be encoded in your mind. Allow any pessimism, any negativity, any worst case scenarios, fear to be dissolved with joy. Allow your heart to open up with the golden light of abundance, receiving abundant relationships, experiences, expressions in time. And feel your sacral center opening up with orange love, receiving loving times at all times. Wonderful. And whenever you're ready, slowly and gradually bring your consciousness of time into your body's consciousness, dissolving all discrepancies and allowing the golden times to open up in unity, in wisdom, in peace and creation. Wonderful. And whenever you're ready, slowly and gradually bring your consciousness into your body, touching your legs and your arms, opening your eyes, and welcome back.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. I actually have a question about that. You guided us, you said to dissolve the room that we're in, the city we're in. That felt much more powerful than the regular meditations that many of us do. Can you explain why that is?
Yes, this because it's not a meditation. Meditations are usually for the mind. So they open you up and allow your mind to clear it. This was the transmission of your mind. So it's really opening up, aligning your 7 chakras, going up into the 5th dimensional, and then receiving the information of time, which is, I believe, is a lot more powerful and is a lot more deeper, because meditation release the surface things, and then activations take you into your body, the emotions, and transmissions where you are receiving these modules of abundance, love, power, and purpose is going into the 5th dimension and opening up the gateways there and receiving it here.
So does that mean that it's actually working on our spirit body, not just our mind?
Exactly. So it's working on your mind of the spiritual body. Wow. So you're still working in the element air, but the core body that you're receiving that information is your spiritual body, the 5th dimension. I wouldn't say spiritual, I would say it's your light body that's receiving the information and coming into your energy center. So as a result of experiencing these transmissions more and more, you will awaken your senses and you'll start to see, feel, and imagine more of the unseen world to connect with the seen world. So you'll start living, I call it, magically.
We're very excited. That sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed this transmission. Remember to feel the Sacred Healing Arts again as it comes up on your screen and see how the difference it is. The more you'll experience these modules, the more integration you'll experience, and the more your psyche will change as a result of experiencing this. Remember, it's not what's happening outside of you, it's what's going inside of you that's dictating your external reality.
So is there a home play, or is there something that we can do after we've watched this module to take that message in?
Yes, 100%. So we have this book called The Awakening, the 9 Principles for Finding the Courage. So if you have covered any other portals, you will see the same book here. But remember, it's not just the content of the book, it's what point of view you are looking at the book or you are reading the book. That changes everything. For Abundance Portal, the first chapter for the first home play, the unity of abundance, is the 7th principle, which is it takes one to see one. So that is your home play for this module. You go through the chapter, the principle, it takes one to see one, experience it to unite all those fragments of you that are outside of you. This will really help any greed, any jealousy, any comparison, and anything that you feel that you are isolated or disconnected. It will dissolve that and unite you abundantly. I hope you do your home play. Raveen, make sure that you receive questions as a result of how people are experiencing, and we will come back to you in the next module.